Hello, my name is Julia Lutz, and I am applying for the Spanish teacher position at Armstrong High School. There are about 1,982 students at Robbinsdale Armstrong High School. There is a student-to-teacher ratio of 20-1. About 9% of their students receive reduced-priced lunch, and about 27% of their students receive free lunch. The largest ethnic group is white with 57%, and there are 43% minority enrollment at Armstrong High School. Out of those 1,982 students, 49% of the students are female, which means 51% of the students are male. My big idea that I would like to implement surrounds school safety. In a 2018 to 2019 school survey, the majority of students at Armstrong indicated agree or strongly agree to the statement, "I feel safe at school." This past fall of 2019, a student entered Armstrong High School and claimed that he was a new student there. A teacher looked up his first and last name in the school system and found that he was not registered. She called administration, and administration sent a resource officer to her classroom that brought the student down to the main office. Upon searching his backpack, they found an inoperable firearm in his backpack. In my educational psychology class, we were talking about resource officers, and a student brought up that they don't feel comfortable with having resource officers in their schools because many students feel unsafe with the presence of police and weapons in their school. In this situation, if a resource officer was not present, many students could have been hurt or killed. I would like to implement ALICE training into schools. ALICE training helps schools, businesses, healthcare organizations, and places of worship prepare their people to prevent, mitigate, respond to, and recover from a violent incident. ALICE focuses on alternative ways to prepare for a violent act rather than lockdown, since many students do not take lockdown seriously. And I know from personal experience being in high school, we would go on lockdown drills and students would sit in the corner and laugh or play on their phones when it was supposed to be something serious that we were preparing for. ALICE is an acronym that stands for Alert, Lockdown, Inform, Counter, and Evacuate. They would prefer that people evacuate the building in the event in a violent incident. But if you must lock down, they would like to teach students to effectively barricade their classrooms and barricade their doors to prevent violence. Also created a software called Navigate Technology. Navigate is basically an attendance tracker, kind of. So a teacher will be able to take their personal device and show all the students that are accounted for and the students that are absent that day, as well as students that are unaccounted for or students that they have taken into their classroom. So in a lockdown, for example, if a student is out in the hallway and they join a different classroom, that teacher can go into the software and say that that student is accounted for so that the classroom that the student is supposed to be in is aware that the student is safe and accounted for. School safety is something that I feel very passionately about, and I think that by implementing these strategies into a school, we'll become a safer and better community.